Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
Now we'll discuss about the master data. What is meant by master data? Generally, the data which is stored for a long time and not changed frequently. We'll call it as a master data. What are the master data includes, like we discussed the last time. Material master and vendor master and info record. Let's go to our instrument. And now I will discuss about the material master. Generally, what is meant by material masters? For example, if any organization, anything if they want, it's all those things like what kind of material it is. How will differentiate the materials based on the material types? What are the different material types? We have raw materials, semi-finisher and fertile, and packaging. Like this, we have the multiple types of the material types is available in the system. And how you like in by seeing this number, like whether it is a raw material or semi-finisher or finished material. How you can define by based on the number ranges. For example, any raw material will have 1000 to 5000 series, then 1000 to 1999, then generally we'll call it as a raw material. If any material will go further to 2000 to 999, then we'll call it as a semi-finisher. It depends like it is specifically. We need to talk that one. It's not like that. It can be varied. It can be varied from one to another. What are the control functions of the material master generally? One of us, when he's a material type, is one of the control functions. And second one is industry sector. Generally, what controls material type generally? Material type controls. The number assignments, user departments and field selections. How the number ranges? It can be controlled, which means what we'll do first. We will define one number range series. We will define one group. This is called as a number range group 1. These group 1 we assign to ROH material type. Whenever you are using the material type like material type as ROH system, automatically check this ROH is linked to which group and this group is linked to which number range. Particular, that one automatically system will give the number ranges to us. And here it controls the user department. Whenever you are defining the material type, there is a different kinds of the user department's controls is available. I'll show you this one. And the next is industry sector. Generally, industry sector controls screen sequences. screen sequences, it will be controlled. We'll see in the system like one by one how it can be. This is RO. And logistic general. Then material master. Here master field selections. This one defined industry sector. Here in the standard. If you go and check in the standard systems, you have like a 7 to 8 industry sectors. Apart from that, you don't have any new industry sector fees. But people are creating multiple here. You can find the multiple industry sectors here. If you want to create a new industry sector, what you need to do is you just select this one, click on copy as and create some new industry sector. Generally, it will be having like A, B, C, D until M or something. It will be different industry sectors. I think people are changed. Now we are using the industry sector as M here. How it is controls screen sequences with reference on the field of reference. If it depends on this field, reference automatically, which will control the screen sequences. This is one of the industry sector thing here. If you want, you can copy and create a new industry sector. The next one is a material type. This is one of the most important configuration for us. Material. We'll go to the basic settings. Same configuration or logistic general material master. Earlier, we went for the field selections. Now we are going for the basic settings. What we are going to? First week we see the define output format of material numbers. Here in the material master number length is 18. In the S4TNS system, we have you can go for until 40 length. 40 length you can go or maximum it is 14. The standard is 18. In our older versions, we are using 18. And if you want, you can go for 40 length. Either you can go for 18 or from 18 to 40. Maximum is 40. You can go. What does it mean by 18 and what is meant by 40? Like for example, I have this material 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can define the number range from here. From this range to this, then I can create. And if you want, the numbers will be created 100, 0001. Next on this. It will create a system. We'll give the number ranges like 1, 2, 3. That will be good here. The length is 18. If you want to 40, you can also do that one. There is a one notes is there. We need to implement for that. Generally, it's all SAP notes we are going to implement in the notes. Generally, it can be done by the basis consultants. And the maximum length is 18. Next is a lexicographical and leading with zeros. Lexicographical means how the number it is there. The same thing. If you want, then we can go for the lexicographical. But for example, leading with zeros. What is the number leading with zeros generally? For example, your length is 18 and you define the number ranges 1000 to 1002. Then what will happen? You will increase until leading with zeros. This is about the leading with zeros in lexicographical. It will be saved as it is. This is about the how the number ranges will be maintained over here. This is about the material length and that is about the industry sector. And now we're going for the material types here in the below. Below that configuration, we have the material type. Define attributes of the material type. For example, we have a raw material standard material type. What are the things? First thing is field reference. I told the material type controls field selections. How it will control the field selections with the difference of the field reference. Here this field reference will be used for which field is mandatory and which field is optional entry. We will see later like how it will be controlled. Field are references here. The next one is explain material status. What does mean the explained material status? For example, if material want to be block or absolute, all those things. If you put this, material type is absolute. Whatever the materials are created under this material, everything will be absolute. Whenever you try to create some order by using this material, we'll give the message. For example, I have a raw material. I created a material like a 1000 and 100, 11002 and 1003, three materials. Now what I did is I come here and I make it as an experimental status as a blocker. What will happen once you put this material type blocker and the materials created with reference to this material, that will also be blocked. That is the importance of the material type explained. Material status. Next one is external number assignment without check. This is when we are using whenever this material is linked to external number ranges. And the same thing we want to link there. We are using this external number assignment without check. Next is the special material types. Generally, these kinds of things we use whenever we want to define a new process like any industry. For example, the manufacturing part. If you go for manufacturing industries like automobile at that time, what is that? The manufacturing part is to be added to it. At that time, we will select this button. Manufacturing part is mandatory. Next is the internal and external purchase orders. What is meant by internal and external purchase orders? External purchase orders, for example, this kind of materials. If you select external purchase orders, means what will happen? System will allow, means it will be shown a message. You can also procure this material from outside. If you put one external purchase order alerts, but warning is issued, it will be a low order, but it will be show the error message. If you put 0, what happened by using of this material? If you create an order system will give an error message that you cannot procure this material for the external purchase orders. Whatever the materials belongs to this material type, everything will be blocked. Not blocked. It will be not allowed for the external procurement. Similarly, like internal purchase orders, no internal purchase allowed. Internal parts are allowed, but warning issue should I load. It just depends on how the system is going to understand how the external purchase orders and internal purchase orders are allowed. My next stage is I told like a material type control, sir, user departments. For example, if this material you don't want in the costing or just unselected, it will be not eligible for the costing and the worksheet. It is not required. You just remove it. Like this, whatever the user departments is under you required, you can mark it. At that time, it will be useful. Otherwise, it won't be available for you. Just take on the set. You select all. Whenever, whatever you required, you will take it later. Just I'm not doing anything. Here, it will be shown like what are the user departments you required. You just need to select them and click on. And next is a price control. Generally, the price control is, we have the two types. One is a standard price, another one is a moving average price. What has been the standard price? Whenever the people run the costings, like once the initial product is available, at that time people will run the standard costings. What is all the cost of the material to produce? They will include everything and they will make a one price, which is called as a standard pricing, which cannot be changed frequently. It will be changed, but it is not changed frequently, much frequently when you go for the price control. And the next is a moving average price. For example, some materials, the fly, and the price is always fluctuating with respect to the international business monitoring. Due to that, what happens generally? What they will do? They will go for the moving average price. This is about the how the standard price and moving average price here and account category different. Generally we use. Whenever we have the GLS triggering at the time we are using. Next is a quantity update and value updating. When we are doing the goods receipt, here if you want to this material to be available for the quantity update and value update at the time we are going to select this one. Like your evaluation should be happening to evaluation area level. At that time, we're using this evaluation area. This is about how we define the material types here. Now what we'll do? We will try to define the material number, ranges, reference of MG Logistic General Material Master, basic settings, material type. Next is to define number ranges. I'll come over here. First of all, we need to do is we need to click on we need to try to create the group first. Go. Then click on the create a group. Here we can put a group piece. Before that, what you need to know is you need to go and check what is the number ranges here. First, which number range intervals are indifferent. See now, you can see here. A lot of people are entered, a lot of things here. What you do is you just click on free interval button. Then system, I just did some of the intervals here. Not is empty byte 408, 498. This is only the number range is available remaining everyone is using. But when you go for your genuine systems, like when you are working in organizations, people won't define this kind of things. Change, create. Now we define the one of the group over here. Now what we need to do is, for example, what we'll do is we'll create some of the material types here. I'll go to the define attributes. Then we'll go for the effort. I'll select and copy. Generally, if you want to create something new, just we need to make it as a GF40. Click on GF40 we created. Click on enter. Now we have a RO8. Let's click on the 0. Like this. If you want to create any new material type, you just select this button and click on copy, as automatically you're able to do that one. Then what we need to do is we need to make the number assignments. We need to come to the number ranges. Change groups. You can come here. For example, I am considering some of the material type. You select this one, click on this button, and you can come down. I make it this one and click on Save. Select this button. Click on this button and come over here and just like this one. Click on Save. Now click on Save. Now you can go and check what is your material type, Kufi art. Now we select this one. Automatically what happens? The materials. Hey, we are not present this one. Gift is my mediator. TV done. The material type. Come to change. Select this one on Select here. Click on as an element and group. What is happening? This will be linked to things. Now you can see GFRT and KOHLRB, some of the material types we linked over here. You clear how we are linked. Like what we did is faster. We define a one group here. And for this, what we did is we assigned this number and just like a 10th Allenson to this one. And what we did, once the group is created, then we assign the material type part O, H and Z, T. These are the two material types we linked over here. This is like how the number ranges we maintain here. This is about the material type. What are the things we covered as of now? First one is define output format of numbers. What we maintain? 80 we maintain. Second one is what is next one? Define material type. Then define the state sector. Next up, maintain the number ranges. Here only like how we are creating one group and assign number ranges. Then assigning material type. This is what we've done. Like material type, industry sector and number ranges. Number ranges here. Generally, the configuration is that's PRO. Logistic material. There we are finding all those things. Next is define purchase value key. What is meant by purchase value key? Where we are using this purchase value key? Generally, the purchase value key we are using for the over delivery, under delivery tolerances and order of acknowledgement, and we are also using for the shipping and packaging instructions. What are all those things here? When you talk about purchase value key, first we will talk about the order of acknowledgement. For example, we have given some order to a vendor. What that vendor will do? That vendor will like those when we give an order. That guy will do the confirmation. Which means I give any, for example, 10 kgs of anything. Then what that guy will do? That guy will help me as further. He will confirm my order. For example, if you are in Amazon, you order something, what will happen? There is order confirmation. It will come to you. That is called as a order confirmation. Automatically, system will be give. How it will be? Give order confirmation, then it will be go and check in the inventory first. If there is an inventory, automatically, which will be confirmed. If inventory is not there, it won't confirm. Once the inventory come back, then only it will be confirmed. That is about the order of acknowledgement, or people will give the manual order of acknowledgement. Second one is like over delivery and delivery tolerances. For example, I given 100 quantity and I will put as a over delivery tolerance as a 10 rupees. What will happen if I give that 110 rupees as a 10% as a over delivery tolerance? On the out of 100 quantity, what is the 10% means 10? Until total, how much you can supply? You can supply total MM 10. That is under over delivery tolerance. Similarly, under delivery tolerances, if you give it a 100 and you make it as a 10% under delivery tolerance, what will happen? It will be allowed until 9 gas only. If you send below that, one system won't allow you. That is like a over delivery and delivery tolerances. And the next one is define shipping and packaging instructions. What is mean by shipping and packaging instructions? Generally, we won't give the shipping and packaging instruction to the vendor because he himself decide and he will send the material to us. But when you ordering specific materials like hazardous materials, simply they cannot put in the one of wrapper package and they are going to send. They won't do that one. What they do is they will take the proper action, like how they need to pack that one, like standards. That kind of standards when we are defining in the material master in the purchasing value key. This purchase value key also contains the shipping instructions. Shipping instructions. Now we'll see that configuration, how it can be managed out. Again, the configuration is PRAB reference IMG to material management, material master. First is the shipping instructions. The shipping instructions means how you are giving the shipping instructions like fully pack, semi-pack, pack with cardboard and all those things, instructions you can write. I'll write, this is a pack with cardboard, pack with plastic, plastic wrap. I maintain the two shipping instructions. Then what will happen? I'll go to the different purchase value key here. Here I can define a new purchase value key. For example, 2 is not there. If you want order of acknowledgement, then you can maintain this one. And if you want to maintain like over delivery tolerance, you can maintain. And whatever the shipping instructions you define here, you need to linking that one like a cartwheel to this one. And click on enter. 7 code I define. What we will do whenever we are creating the material, this 7 code we will put here next is a first reminder and a second reminder and third reminder. What is that first and second reminder? Whenever we are sending this material, ordering that material, if he is not sending on time delivery, what we will do is we will send the reminders to him, the vendor reminders. We ordered this material. Still you are not supported this material to us. That thing we are going to handle in the reminders. No one you use here, but some of the organization. Then definitely they are going to use there. This is about how the purchasing value key will be maintained. And shipping instructions. Next one is we need to define how the purchase value key. Purchase value key. Purchase value key is on purchasing group. What is meant by purchasing group? Purchasing group is a person or group of persons. Generally, who are responsible for the procurement of material. It can be like generally what they will do. They will go and handle the procurement like those people will negotiate the price and quality and all those things. All those things that can be managed by this purchasing guys. How you are going to create that one, which means in the here itself, which is a little purchasing. There is a button called as a create a purchasing group. Just to maintain this one. Here you can enter for the purchase group. Click on that. Now we define the purchasing group. This is like how the purchasing group can be defined. The next one is material group. What kind of material? What is meant by material group? For example, we have the raw steel and the semi-finished and finished steel. We have the different kinds of the steel's material available in our system. But everything is a steel. Like I have the steel rod and everything we have. Even though it is a raw steel or semi-finished and finished steel, what will happening over here? Even though we had a different numbers and different things. That can be, we want to group all the materials to be single one, like whether it is a raw material or semi-finished, everything once. You want to make it as a single. How we are going to do that one like just two? We need to go for the configuration. There's a slash button. It will be go to the main screen again. Just click on the SPRO reference IMG. And logistic general material master settings for the key. Here we can give the material group. Anything you can give, like F steel. For the steel. Even though you have a different types of the material, whether it is a raw material or semi-finished or finished materials, but you're going to handle which is a you need to group generally, even though raw materials and finished, we are grouping with the steel. Even though it is a raw material semi-finished and finished, one group which is similar to good statistics, we call it as a material grouping. This is we are done with the configuration about material. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.